Oh!
I'd like to take this opportunity, Total Biscuit, to ask you some questions.
Is this some kind of informal interview scenario right here?
Yes. What's your favourite word?
That's a tricky one. There are so many.
There are a lot of words, this is true. There are literally hundreds of words in the world.
I think you're overstating matters a little bit there.
Literally dozens of words in the
That's
vocabularies. So which one is your favourite amongst all of the words?
Well, I could give you an easy one and say that I'm quite partial to bollocks, but I wouldn't say something like that.
Really?
That would be improper.
Oh.
You see, you're just going to use that soundbite whenever you've got nothing to say in future videos, aren't you?
Yes.
That's gonna go in.
That's
yeah.
perfect.
There
That is
you go.
absolutely perfect. We'll isolate that. We'll have that on a soundboard.
I'm here to support
That's
you guys.
good. That's a good one.
So your favourite word is bollocks.
It's multi-use.
never really liked it that
You've
much.
never liked bollocks. You've never
I like
experienced
the word bollocks. It's very British. It's
Bollocks.
a good, solid word.
It's ridiculous.
It's a good word.
It's quite a northern word.
I suppose. Are you
Bollocks.
northern, Tobis? Is that where you're from?
Yeah.
The grim north.
Yes.
Whereabouts?
A strange, dark place by the name of Newcastle.
Oh my
the border with the
goodness.
Picts.
Christ, of course.
What's happened to your accent then? Where's it gone?
I lost it.
Where's
Oh
the
God,
Geordie accent gone? But
Don't go there. Oh
What?
God. He hides it. He's ashamed.
He's a
ashamed
secret
of his
Geordie.
Geordiness.
but there's so many famous Geordies like Ant and Dec,
Paul Gascoigne.
Paul Gascoigne.
Jimmy Five Bellies.
Oh goodness, do you know any of them actually, Tobiscuit? Or would you like to meet them? Are they?
Uh,
Like
well, actually, as it happens,
we have Jimmy Five Bellies right
Paul
here.
Gascoigne.
Oh no.
No, in fact, Paul Gascoigne used to kick a football around in a town called Dunstan, which was where we grew up, and my dad used to be the vicar of a church there, and Paul Gascoigne was terrible at football, and he used to kick balls through the windows all the time.
Yeah, I think he probably did that on purpose.
And apparently he was like one of the worst footballers ever.
Well, no.
Apparently he sucked.
That
It was
depends on
awful.
where he
He
was,
had
though.
two left feet.
I mean, how far away was he from the church?
He was about 8.
So he had a good old foot on him.
He was about 3
Gascoigne,
miles
you know.
away.
So he had two left feet, and then when he actually got good, he had a powerful foot. I think I know what happened here. He had one of his left feet removed and replaced with like an extra strong robotic right foot.
We can rebuild him.
Well, that was a good answer to that question.
Yeah.
So your
Next.
most favourite word is an anecdote about Paul Gascoigne. Oh. So yeah, we should ask the follow-up to that. You know, what's your least favourite word?
You know what? I really fucking hate the word Moorish. Seriously.
Moorish.
It's fucking horrible.
Like Pringles.
Moorish is a
or-
horrible
Or
word.
chocolate fingers.
Moorish.
They're very Moorish.
Moorish.
Yes. Yes.
Jaffa cakes are very Moorish.
Very Moorish.
Moorish.
Very Moorish.
Very Moorish.
In fact, I'm fairly sure that's a southern word. It's your fucking fault. You came up with that, didn't you?
saying the word Moorish is quite Moorish.
Well, it's very Moorish, the word
God.
Moorish. Mm.
You're like the bubonic plague of the English language.
Oh, good grief.
The faux reaper.
It's alive!
Let's
Oh
activate
god,
an
what's that?
overdrive.
What's that? What's that?
Uh-oh.
It's
Oh,
a
God.
whirlwind, I'd get out of
Oh.
it.
Oh my goodness, he's gone mad.
Well, he's well winning for 8 damage, guys, so watch the fuck out.
8 damage! So, okay, the next question, this is a good one. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
You see, if I said crying, then you guys would freak out, wouldn't you?
Crying turns you on? Wow. Wow.
This is where you can edit that. The crying of terrible people.
Oh, the crying of people on YouTube. Is that it? Oh god, it is, isn't it?
Ah.
That's why you reply so often and to like all the horrible people who leave horrible comments and stuff.
Puppy
Yeah.
tears.
Puppy tears.
Hooray!
Wow.
You dinged
there's
again.
Chiefs coming on.
Wow. And there's a one-handed sword, level
So on a
15.
similar note,
item level 20.
what turns you off, creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
What makes you angry, TB? What makes you
Oh,
angry?
God.
What makes me angry? I don't know. Bad YouTube Let's Plays are pretty fucking rage-worthy.
For me, I would say world hunger. That's what I would
World
say.
hunger turns you off.
But you know, if you don't like Let's Play
In
videos,
the bedroom, someone starts whispering about Darfur war orphans.
Yeah.
Oh, Grats.
That'd be
Grats
cool.
Total Biscuit.
That what?
Everyone's dinging.
Again? What?
It's mad.
Oh god, there's all these complicated things now I don't understand.
Okay, what sound or noise do you particularly like?
I'm not allowed to say crying again, am I?
Oh my god, what is it with you and crying? Jesus Christ. I bet if I look at your computer and I find like the porn folder,
Well-
it's all like girls crying. There's all these videos and photos of all these girls just crying in tears.
Yeah, you just go clean yourself off, man. I had this guy on my channel earlier, a couple of hours ago, claimed to be a Swedish psychiatrist. Claimed me, of all people, was a narcissist. Can you believe that?
What does that mean?
It means he loves himself. He's obsessed with himself.
We all love ourselves.
Some of us do it twice a day. I made a masturbation joke.
Yeah.
I feel good now. And he said he was a legitimated psychiatrist, so...
Legitimated?
I don't think that's...
I take him... Yeah...
No.
I don't know, I've never heard of that word, so it must be right.
Well, you know, whether or not it's a real word, you know, irregardless, you should just accept advice. So your favourite sound was what? What was it?
That grunting noise, if you like. Come to think of it, yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Oh god.
What noise or sound do you detest? Now think of a time in which you heard a terrible noise and you couldn't abide it at all. It just drove you batty. It was such an unpleasant racket.
Oh my god, that's a lot of northern words there, Simon.
I'm trying to help. I'm trying to speak the lingo of the Total Biscuit. Total Biscuit ease.
Is it bad that the first thing that came to mind when you said, think of an unbearable, horrible racket was Hybrid Panda's latest video?
Oh no, we can't. We're friends with him. We can't. Oh, that's awful.
So you've got to edit that out now and,
No,
and replace it with something else.
Oh no.
You can disclaim it. You can disclaim it, man. You still like him. It's cool.
Oh,
it's
wow.
cool. It's just me being a douchebag.
Oh, speaking of that, speaking of douchebags, question number 7, because we're up to 7 already, is what's your favourite curse word? Oh, this is a good one.
Well, I suppose bollocks counts again, doesn't it? Although, do they even count that? They used to count it as a curse word. I think it's sort of fallen out of favour. It's not as offensive as it used to be. That's very sad.
I think you can say it in, like, the Houses of Parliament. You can just say bollocks quite safely. You could say it in front of the Queen and she wouldn't bat an eyelid, would she? Can you imagine?
I think she says it. I think it's her curse word of choice as well.
Yeah, if you're sat there with the Queen drinking tea and she just takes a sip of tea and you say to her, "You're at your bollocks," I don't think she would splutter and tea wouldn't go everywhere. It would just, you know, she wouldn't bat an eyelid. There'd be no reaction at all.
What if the tea wasn't good? What would she say, Simon?
This tea is fucking awful! That's what she'd say.
I'd like to say that was good, but
Okay.
it wasn't.
She would
That's
use
her.
the word bollocks.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, we're up to next question. If you weren't a world famous internet personality, Total Biscuit, what would you like to do for a living other than be famous on the internet? What would you like to do?
This is the part where I've got to say something like, help Darfur war orphans, isn't it? in order to stop people from flaming me for the last remark I made. Something like that. Will that do?
You'd like to work for the Samaritans on their phone hotline, so you just listen to people cry all day.
God. Yeah.
Terrible.
I don't think a suicide hotline really counts as puppy tears.
I suppose not.
No. Oh dear.
Someone calls in. They're on the roof of a
Oh,
building.
God.
They're staring 30 floors down. They're in tears. Their life's in ruins.
And they hear
And
your
then
voice.
exactly. And then they jump straight away. I say, "Hello." Ah!
That's not true. You've got a very soothing voice, TB. I mean, that's why people like your videos. You're
Not
very...
when he starts raging, and he
relaxing.
rages fairly often.
No.
You
I
know?
suppose that's true.
Oh God, I don't even know what your answer was to that. What profession would you like to do? I'm not even sure.
That's professional evasion. I'll have you know. Thank you.
You'd like to be an evasionist.
A rogue. To be fair, that would be great. What profession would you like to be? I'd like to be a lovable rogue.
Ah, there we go. That's a great answer. That's a
Okay, we'll
great
edit out all
answer.
the rest of that.
Yeah, see? Edit out all the bits about the crying and the killing yourself.
On a similar vein, what profession would you not like to do ever? What's the worst job in the world to you?
I think the worst job in the world, honestly, has got to be working at Taco Bell. I don't know if you guys saw the recruitment poster that went up on the internet earlier. It's been all over the place, and the person just looks so happy through all of the phases until they're wearing the Taco Bell uniform, and then suddenly the crushing reality hits.
Yeah, working in fast food's a bit grim.
The Cheesecake Factory is fucking weird.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
It's, well, for one thing, well, I can tell you a story about the Cheesecake Factory. It's not very interesting, but I'll tell you it anyway. So, it's not actually a factory.
Right.
And while there is cheesecake, there is not a huge amount of it. So I feel it's been misbranded. The menu has everything on it, and none of it is very good. They do everything badly. And you get these gigantic portions of whatever it is.
Oh, it's cheese. It's cheese
just
steak. It's cheese steak. Philly cheese steak.
The cheese steak factory.
That's
Yeah,
it.
sorry,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
are you
yeah.
talking about? We were talking...
Not
I think we got a
cheesecake.
bit...
No, it's not-
Oh, we got a bit confused. What's the Cheesecake
Cheesesteak.
Factory? Because I quite...
You're talking about the cheesecake. No, the Cheesecake Factory is it's a chain of restaurants in the US, and they're supposed to be famous for their cheesecake.
Oh!
But in reality, their cheesecake isn't actually very good, and neither's the rest of their food either.
Why did we think it was called the Cheese Steak Factory? Is that something else?
God, I don't know.
God, we're so confused.
There is no such thing as the cheesesteak.
Why did I think it was called the Cheese
God.
Steak
No,
Factory?
you're thinking about a Philly cheesesteak,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
the same thing as the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh.
It's quite different.
Okay,
God.
thanks for enlightening us,
Okay.
TV. We've learned
Thank
something
you.
today. Oh my God, I
Thank
didn't
you.
realise. We've been wrong, Simon, all this time.
Knowing
I
is
wanted
half
to go
the
to the
battle.
Cheesesteak Factory, but it doesn't even exist. It was just
Yeah.
in my head.
It's like it was a beautiful dream we had.
Now the crushing reality of working for Taco Bell comes down on you.
Uh-oh, Admiral Ripsnarl.
Oh right. Yeah, he was the Worgen that was captured. He was in the stocks. Oh, there he is.
Fresh meat.
His thirst for blood increases with every attack.
Well, he's not hitting very hard, is he?
Well, not really. Suggesting they buff the level 20 instance.
Oh God, what's going on? Whoa,
It's getting a bit foggy. Kill the ads.
what on earth?
What's going on? Ah!
This is mad.
Comes out of nowhere and then... the hell?
Hooray! Gratz pirate
Oh, a
beard.
lavishly jeweled ring. That's actually quite good for me. A shadowy figure.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Kill the Defias Kingpin. Oh, I know who this is.
It's like the Predator is in there.
It's a shadowy figure.
Oh my God! What?
Cookie!
What?
He was the mastermind behind this whole operation.
Why is he putting himself Why is he putting himself in the pot? Shouldn't he throw us in the pot? That would make more sense.
To take the food
I
that's in it,
guess.
but just not the smelly stuff.
Got promoted. Oh look, he's wearing a little hat and everything. Aww.
What?
To be fair, there was no one else left to do it all when you think about it. Everyone else died. Didn't he run off?
Well, there we are. That was exhilarating. Hooray!
Jeeves!
Wow.
Wow.
And a wand. Lovely wand.
Oh god, look! It's Horatio Lane!
Hello, Horatio.
He's appeared!
And he'll give us another blue reward. Wow, there's a lot of rewards from doing this, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
So we're up to the last question. If heaven exists, what would you like God to say to you? What would you like him to greet you with if you actually do go to heaven and arrive at the pearly gates?
Well, what I'd love for him to say, bearing in mind that I do have narcissistic personality disorder as diagnosed by the internet, I'd like him to say, "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Total Biscuit of the God Podcast Blue Please on cynicalheaven.com.
Wow, that was really good.
Wow.
That was really good.
So basically you want to be God.
No,
You
he's
want
going to do the
God
God
to be you.
podcast. He's going to do God's podcast. That's cool, man.
Well, it's the
Godcast.
Godcast.
The Godcast.
Why is then this has to exist already? Someone has got to have used that. That's too
Oh,
good.
of course. Oh, yeah, there's probably loads of God pods out there, isn't there? God.
The God Pod.
Godcasts.
God pods. God pods.
The Yog. What is it? The Yog God? What?
Anyway, with that, I think that's a good sort of end. So, thank you, TB. It's been very good to do Deadmines with you. And
I hope so.
and we will.
I've laughed quite a lot.
Right, goodbye, Total Biscuit. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Where are you? Goodbye. Oh, goodbye.